Holla y'all, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to a try on video that I am beyond excited for. I feel like each one of these I just get more and more excited because we are really zoning in on those indie makeup brands, and I am just beyond ecstatic for all of this shiz. And one brand that I had been dying to try from, one brand that from YouTubers that I love and watch have recommended, y'all have recommended, we are going to be trying for the first time ever. Give me Glow Cosmetics. They had a restock, and a couple of y'all, one of the young ladies were like, it's still going on. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was like later and I'd missed whatever, but I got majority of what I wanted, and then they did a restock of that rose palette, and y'all know I got that shiz when that happened. But probably one of the items I was the most excited for is this Juicy Olive palette, which I've wanted basically for as long. I mean, is this not my shiz? Are these colors not my absolute jam? Opened it and we had a big moment. It is beyond gorgeous, and it is what we are going to be using today. I've got this, I've got liquid lipstick, I've got highlighter. We ain't gonna be using blush from them. I don't know if they do blush. If they do, that's probably going to be a big old problem for me, but we're just going to go on in here and have some beautiful try-and makeup on camera time. I am just, y'all know, you all know. Just bring myself in a little bit, titchy bit here. We are going to start with, there's only 6 shades, but all 6 of these shades look absolutely beautiful. I think we're gonna go a little vampy today, so I'm gonna start off with Dry Martini here, using my Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. So excited to put this shiz on my eyeballs. Ooh, that's pretty. I cannot tell you how many of y'all were like, you need to try this shiz, and for the longest time, I'd really wanted to, but when it comes to indie brands, I think I've talked about this before, because obviously, can you not, please? Because it's not mass produced, things sell out pretty quickly, and then it takes a while for them to restock. So completely understandable there. I was just beyond excited for this to be back, and then in my hot little green loving hands. I mean, it is just all kinds of beautiful. This is gonna go amazing with the Milk Cosmetics 420 palette. Honestly, the 420 palette, the Gemini palette, and the Rust palette, this will play really nicely with. Oh, it is just so stinking pretty. Oh, I love green so much. Y'all know green and reds and pinks are pretty much my absolute favorite going on here, and this was just hit the nose right on the head. In that order, I also got the Christmas Morning palette, which is another beautiful. It's got a really nice green that's a different, less like mustardy green from here, and then it's got some really pretty red going up on in there. I'm already like, it's funny because y'all know I just recently did a declutter, but as I've been getting into these indie whatevers and absolutely loving them, I'm already thinking of like mainstream palettes that I'm going to end up decluttering in favor of these ones. I also got that bright summertime one, the one that released around the same time as the Violet Voss Flamingo palette. And I remember Lacey from Spooky Lips and Fat Hips was like, well, I don't need the Violet Voss palette because I got this one, and you know, they're not the same, but they kind of have that same bright vacation-y fun bright color vibe. Oh, this is so nice. I just tap a shimmer on this and call it a day. These greens are very reminiscent tone-wise to the greens in the Besame Cosmetics Sleeping Beauty palette. So if you're drawn to that and you weren't able to get that, or also, you know, money-wise, I think this would be a nice one to go into. Oh, it's just so pretty. And not experiencing a major amount of fallout, which is really nice in my book. But y'all know I've just been trying to ride that indie whateverness going on here, and I have heard, I mean, basically for all these companies, I've heard nothing but wonderful things. We're on the Midas Cosmetics, we're on the Kaleidos, I've got my Odin's Eye stuff, although y'all would have seen my Odin's Eye first impressions was going to go up before this because my package arrived before that one, but they had sent me the Salmain eyeshadow palette instead of the highlighter palette. They are sending me another highlighter palette, so when that arrives, we're gonna get all on and do, yeah, all that. So beyond excited for that. I've already tucked into and started using the blushes. I'll actually be using one of them today, and those are really, really, really nice. Haven't done the eyeshadow palettes yet because I really want that to be, you know, first impressions on camera for you all. I'm really excited that I got the Salmain eyeshadow palette because after I did the order and I was waiting for it, I'm like, you know, I got the one that I thought I would get more like immediate use out of, but I was like, that one's really pretty. So it was kind of a nice thing that it showed up, even though I didn't originally select it. I did miss out on that spicy palette during the restock, but I was like, okay, all right, we'll just wait for another restock. I feel like I got a pretty good amount of eyeshadow from these people. So excited about that rose palette. That vintage rose palette is just everything I could want aesthetically. It's pinky and rosy and green and just so nice. Okay, I think we've done a nice amount of green. Then we're going to be going into Dirty Martini right here. And like most days, I'm going to be using my Essence Eye Blender brush. We're just going to start deepening this bad boy right on up. Oh no, your girl likes a dark green vampy aesthetic. Ooh, that's pretty. What's up? Means of hello. Doing, boo-boo. Blending out really nicely, and I'm not, there's a fair amount of kick up in the pan on that shade, but as I'm pressing it and blending it, I'm not experiencing fallout on the cheekies. And that is always something that I appreciate. Oh, it's just so pretty. Y'all know green and purple are basically, it's one of my favorite colorways. It reminds me of Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. We've got some Maleficent vibes going on here. I just think it is a beautiful combination. Now I'm going to take my angled crease brush. We're going to go right into cocktails right here. Now just a titchy bit over to the edging going on here. Give us a little bit even more depth. Say your girl likes some depth. Even though I am most definitely not the fanciest makeup doing person. And I love this because it's like, it's not black, it's just this deep, decadent, like super foresty green. So it really deepens it out without losing any of that green experience. And I love me going monochromatic from top to bottom, so I am very much okay with that. Just doing a little bit all up in here. All right, I think that's okay for now. Now, you know, I have to do the garnish shade right here because that is just what green metallic dreams are made of. Today I'm just gonna be going with my Moda SM shader, and let's just, apparently their shimmers, well apparently their whole eyeshadow whatever, but apparently their shimmers are like what dreams are made of. Ooh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Ooh, that is all kinds of pretty, and I did not pick up a lot of pigment on my brush. Oh, it's just a perfect olive shade, like absolute perfection. I just say, sweet Lord, baby, Jesus have mercy. Oh, that is so nice. And I'm literally just using the titchiest bit of product, and it is giving me all kinds of life. Oh my goodness. Oh, this shade also topped over a matte green lipstick to add some depth and definition. Oh, that's gonna be all other level of ethereal and vaguely threatening. Ooh, wait. Then I just take the angled crease brush again, going back into that cocktail shade. We just clean it up, close it off, get rid of any kind of lingering excess shimmer where it's not supposed to be. Look all kinds of nice and smooth. Please try to tell me that's not absolutely beautiful, although this one looks a little shoddier than this one, but you know, the idea is there. Gonna pop on in that lower lash line, going in with, I think I'm just gonna do Dry Martini and then Cocktails on the edge here with my Real Techniques shading brush. I really like this Dry Martini shade here. It is just all kinds of green amazingness. I always find it funny when I do my makeup, this eye ends up being like a little bit more pointed, whereas this one is nice and rounded. I'm not sure what my problem is there, other than maybe a lack of consistency. I understand with makeup it's supposed to be like, oh, what's the word? Non-symmetrical? I mean, when I found out people were actually using like Photoshop and shiz to like make their eye looks all kinds of even more fancy, I was like, great. Now you need to be amazing at makeup and you also need to have a degree in Photoshop. Not saying I suck at makeup, but what I'm doing definitely isn't precise as just a lot of the other whatever out there. Then going into Cocktails right here and just gently on that edge right there. Oh, so nice. So pigmented. Just a little Debbie on right there. Oh my goodness, my hand shakes so much. I don't know what it is, if it's the amount of caffeine I drink, but doing this like this without having, usually, I kid you not, when I do some of my steps on my makeup, I'm literally leaning up against the mirror because your girl needs the support. Being here, holding the mirror still, as well as the brush and the palette and everything, it's a whole experience. But there we have that. I'm gonna do my eyeliner and the rest of this off camera. Then we'll be back for blush, highlighter, and lips. It's gonna be a thing. All right, we have achieved complexion lighting. Do what you're supposed to. And we are going to go in with the blush, which is from Odin's Eye Cosmetics. This is the Alva Fruit Blusher in Sweet Peach, which I thought was just kind of a nice rosy or purpley sort of look that I was vibing with today. Obviously taking my Real Techniques multitask brush, just gonna get a little bit of this on there. We'll see how it goes. Get all the cat hair off of it. Thank you, Ding Ding. Like I said, I've been using these a little bit. They've got the fruit ones like this one, and then they've got the flower ones. The fruit ones here are matte and the flower ones have shimmer, a hint of sparkle, just a bit of illumination. I think that's looking pretty. I mean, I'm only using this teeny tiny mirror right here. Does it look nice? Am I beautiful? I'm gonna break out this bigger mirror to see if I can't get a better view of what I'm doing. Just a little titchy bit right there. I think we're looking good. We're looking cute. I have noticed that for some reason my complexion recently has had a lot more obvious texture going on. I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, but whatever it is, I don't like it. But I have noticed that with products on my cheeks like blush and highlighter, I have been just experiencing more texture for one reason or another. I don't know if it's because I'm 30 now and everything is going to start going downhill, but whatever it is, like I said, I don't like it. But the problem I have with texture is whenever I'm using, you know, products and stuff like that, it tends to make it want to show up a little bit patchier. It's not wanting to blend as well and as much. So that's just because you can see like this little section there just doesn't want to fill out with the blush. Well, there we have it for blush. We're now going to do highlighter. Now, they only had I wasn't able to get Halo, unfortunately. I'm not sure if that was on a different restock or I just missed it, but I did get, they had loose highlighters. This one here is in the shade Fireflies, and it's just all kinds of like Kat Von D Metal Crush whatever and Thunderstruck sort of going on. It's like that white base with a little bit of like, ooh, hello. It's like that white base that then turns gold. Hello. Do we see? Do we see? And I believe we have ultimate liftoff. Hello. Where have you been all of my life? Hey, what's up? Going on right there. Hello. Collection is definitely not the best today. Probably because I partied too hard a while ago. But see, it's not like, oh, it's not blending out my complexion. All right, we're working with it. We're rocking with it. Just want to kind of blend a little bit of that into the blush. Whatever it is really pretty. I mean, it's got that like greeny gold whateverness, which y'all know is something that I live for. Looking absolutely all sorts of glazed and glorious. And then, you know, we had to go on in. This is in Jalapeno Poppers. I think this is a shade that's being discontinued. I got it because it was an absolutely glorious green color. And obviously we are living the green moment. I always find it funny when I try this stuff on camera because I'm like, yeah, I'm totally gonna be able to talk to y'all about the experience while I'm applying this to my face. It's heckin' pigmented. Right there. Hello, careful. I kid you not, my hands are so shaky. I think I'm just dying. Come on. I love y'all, but I'm gonna go finish this in the bathroom. All right, and there we have the lipstick, which I am very happy about. It is a bit of a, it's not like a moussey or a thicker texture. If you're familiar with the Melt Cosmetics liquid lipstick formula, it's more like that than say Kat Von D, Wet n Wild, or Jeffree Star. But it does layer over itself very nicely, and I am not mad at the finished outcome. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. As I say in all of these, I have just been absolutely in love with doing my makeup on camera, trying different things for you. I'm going to be doing some tried and true on-camera products as well. But I've just been very happy with the various outcomes that I have. Definitely let me know down below products you'd like to see used on camera, brands you'd like to see me use on camera, how you feel about my look, how you feel about the products I used. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!